Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. We are going to be doing the grocery haul collab for the first time this year. I was in this collab last year and I just couldn't get my stuff together to get a video done. And so we're going to be doing the grocery haul collab. I want to thank Jessica with Jessica Myros and Tiffany with Small Town 6 for hosting today. We're going to do things a little bit differently, but first, let's go ahead and head to the store. From the store. I showed you guys some thumbs up, some thumbs down. I found a deal that I was going to take advantage for some cereal. Let me show you guys right here. But my store didn't even have them in the computer because I wanted to see if they were part of the $2.99 sale. They weren't even in the computer. So if they rang them up, they said they'd give me the sale price, but then the Ibotta thing wouldn't work because I would have just done miscellaneous stuff. So I decided to pass on that. And let me go ahead and show you guys what my meal plan is, and then we'll talk about my grocery haul, and then we're going to get into my prepper pantry because you guys haven't seen it for a while, and I want those of you guys that are brand new to my channel to understand how I can buy such little food on a weekly basis on certain weeks. So let's get into the meal plan. Here is my meal plan for the week, and it is actually Monday, you guys. We are back to being on track with the same week. I try to be a week ahead, but I actually skipped a week for grocery shopping, so I'm shopping for this week on the week. So I'm going to go ahead and make homemade pizza tonight and stuffed mushrooms. I'm going to go ahead and make a big batch of pasta for the guys because right here you see it says Marlene out of town. I'm headed to Utah for some training, so I'll be gone these 3 days. And then on Wednesdays, they can have leftovers. On Thursday, it's every man for himself, so whether it's some more leftovers or they make something else. On Friday, we're going to go ahead and do breakfast for dinner. We still have a lot of eggs, and my egg dealer is back in action. So we've got lots of eggs. So we're going to do some omelets, and then we're going to do English muffins, loaded baked potato casserole. Peyton has been asking for this forever. This is a Pioneer Woman recipe. And I'm like, you know what? Let's do that with some omelets and English muffins. And then on Saturday, you notice it says Hillclimbs. And you're probably like, what the heck is that? That is snow machines that climb up a hill. It's in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. We've went several times, so we're going to go for the day. So there will be no home cooking that day. And then Sunday, I wrote down beef stew. This is my home canned beef stew. But also, depending on what Bridger is doing for the weekend, he may be cooking something else on this, but we've got plenty. So that is our meal plan. It's super easy. My grocery haul is very, very small. Let's go ahead and get into that. And here is my grocery haul. I told you guys it was very, very small. So let's go ahead and start over here with the produce. I went ahead and bought some grapes because they were on sale for 98 cents a pound. And these will be great for me to take with me on my out-of-town trip because super easy to get some veggies in. So they were 98 cents a pound, so that bag of grapes cost me $1.75. And then I got a couple Roma tomatoes because I think I only have one in the fridge. They were on sale for 88 cents a pound, so these two Roma tomatoes were only 51 cents. And then I grabbed some zucchini. We haven't had any for a little bit, and I love putting it in my eggs, and since we're doing omelets, I decided to go ahead and grab two of them. They were not cheap, that's why I only grabbed two. They were $1.99 a pound, so for these two, it was $2.07. And then my store did have a sale on the crescents. Again, not an amazing sale, but good enough to stock up a few. So when you bought four, they were $2.49, and these are good all the way until May 27th, 2023. So those will just sit in the fridge. They are not necessarily for this week. If the guys decide they want to cook up a package on Tuesday with the pasta that I'm going to make up for them today, then they can go ahead and do that. Then I needed some low-fat cottage cheese, and I priced this out, and the small ones, because of the sale they were on, were actually cheaper than the big ones. So I got two of the small low-fat cottage cheese for $1.59. And then, you guys, I showed you this. The price of this at my store is crazy. But it helps me so much meet my macros that, you know, sometimes you just got to pay what you got to pay. And so for this one thing of Fage yogurt, it was $8.99. So I finally went through almost all of the yogurt that I bought on sale if you watch my channel a lot. And then don't worry, all of my friends who say, all right, Marlene is safe. There is cheese in the haul. We don't have any Swiss cheese, and this is my husband's favorite. And they had these small blocks on sale for $1.99. So I went ahead and grabbed two of those. And then, you guys, I have been addicted to this thick and chunky Salsa Verde by La Victoria. I have been putting it on breakfast burritos, bean and black bean burritos, eggs, things like that. So I've been eating quite a bit of it. So I decided to go ahead and grab two more jars for my pepper pantry because I only have one in there. And they were on sale. Again, not an amazing deal. If it was an amazing deal, you would have saw I bought six. So I just bought two of these today, and they were $2.79 a piece. And then my husband absolutely loved his white chocolate orange that I got him for Christmas. And these were finally on sale, which I showed you at the beginning. So they were 2 for $6. I went ahead and grabbed him two. He is the type that can put chocolate in his drawer and it stays there for 6 months and he doesn't think about it. So this will be plenty for him. And then I decided to go ahead and pick up a couple packs of ground beef because it was on sale. Not sure I needed it. I'm going to go ahead and make an extra large batch of pasta sauce. So I'm going to use one today. And then I'm going to go ahead and freeze the other. But as I'll show you guys in the freezers, which we're going to do here in just a minute, I have a lot of meat. So like I said, I'll use one today for an extra large batch of pasta sauce. And then the other one will get frozen. I don't need any more canned ground beef yet. Because the canned, while it is super nice to put into soups and stuff like that, we don't like it for tacos or anything. So I'll probably just go ahead and freeze two of these and turn them into taco meat. So that is my haul. And like I said, not a lot. I was disappointed in my total because I'm a cheapskate, you guys. Let's go ahead and talk about my total. So my total was, let's flip this around, $61.40 this week. Now, could have it been lower? Of course it could have. What I needed at the store was cottage cheese, yogurt, grapes, tomatoes, and zucchini. That's all I needed. So I could have gotten out of the store probably at what, $25-30 for the week. But I decided to do a little bit of prepper pantry shopping because that's the way that I keep my pantry stocked. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys quite a bit of stuff today. So it doesn't have anything to do with grocery haul. So if you're here for the collab for the grocery haul, that is the end of the grocery haul collab part of the video. Again, make sure you go check out all of the other channels down below for their amazing grocery hauls. I'm sure they bought more than I did this week. And there's some amazing people in the collabs with us every single month. I love seeing how different people save money, how they shop, and what they feed their family. So thank you again to Tiffany at Smalltown 6 and Jessica at Jessica Myros. Let's go ahead and talk Prepper Pantry. So on both of my channels, both SnowGardener307 and SnowGardener307 Budgets, I promise you guys that I'm going to keep it real with you. This past week, I worked 5 12-hour shifts and I had firearms training on one of my days off. So basically I had one day off. If you look here, there is still prepper pantry stuff that I have not put away. This is real life in my world right here. So this is going to get put away today. So this is going to get added into the pantry. I'm going to take you along as I do that. And then we're also going to check out the fridge, the freezers, and all the goodness. So we are going to talk about what I have on the floor right here still. And then I'm going to show you guys, you can probably see my canning pantry right there already. And then we're going to go through the rest of the pantry. My pantry is pretty full. This was a case lot sale that I hit. So it's going to take some finagling to get it all to fit. So the items I have here, I do have a bag of onions, a big bag of black beans, and then this is a box of Idaho potatoes. These are the baker potatoes. I have gotten into this and cooked out of this. This is a case of apple juice. My husband just pulled one out to make smoked ribs yesterday. So one of those has gotten used, or part of it has gotten used. I actually picked these up from Sam's Club when we were there the other day because these were clearanced for end of season. And they were like, I think $5.24 for this great big huge bag. And the date on them is October of this year, but I believe they'll still be good for Thanksgiving and the holidays, so that's our plan there. But we also love to eat them on other things, so we might eat them before then. And then we still have a case of black beans. We have some SpaghettiOs here on the bottom, but I know a little birdie has been into those. And then we've got our petite diced tomatoes. We've got peanut butter. My son did take 1 jar out of that. We've got 2 cases of ramen. Chicken and a case of ramen chili. And then here's the marker for me to get ready to do this. And then we've got that case of egg noodles. Now, I'm super excited about these waters, you guys. I got these from Sam's Club. So they are Members Mark. They're 4 gallons. This is for my long-term water storage. So, you know, no, we don't have a water cooler or anything. These are just, I thought, amazing bottles. They're going to go in our crawl space where we store our water. So that's what those are. And then, of course, we have got our canning shelf here. And, you know, a lot of times people ask me what is on there. We have got stew meat there. We have got onions there. We've got ground beef, beef broth, chicken, and you can see I've used a lot of the chicken. And then we have got some rhubarb barbecue sauce. We will be making that again this year. Peach salsa. Good. That's another one that we're going to make. And our applesauce. And both the plain applesauce and the cinnamon applesauce turned out amazing. This is our last jar of the cranberry pear relish that I made. My friend Leanne over at Mennonite Farmhouse taught me how to make that one. I've got cranberries in the freezer to make that. We have got orange juice and pineapple juice for cooking purposes. We have some of the cowboy candy juice. And then we've got stewed rhubarb. I almost forgot what that was. We've got apple pie filling. We have a couple things of pickles left. We have got carrots. We absolutely love how the canned carrots turned out. And then we've got salsa up there. Up there at the top, we have got smoked pork. We have got beef stew, more apple pie filling, more salsa, and then we've got our pickled asparagus. Yum, 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 yum. And right here, we have got our apple butter. And then this is a pepper jelly that I've called a pepper sauce because it didn't set right. Oh my gosh, you guys, this with some chicken and some rice turns out great. Cowboy candy. Yeah, we are blowing through the cowboy candy. I also gave some to family. So we have got, what, five little jars of that left. We've got some jalapeno jelly. The jalapeno jelly, I need to come up with something with it. It's set very, very hard. So I had my 3-pepper jelly that didn't set and my jalapeno jelly that set too hard. So we're still working on that. We've got our potatoes here. And we've got chili beans and more potatoes and chicken soup. And this one here, you'll notice there's a lot of broth in there. I made this way on purpose so that all you had to do was throw noodles in there, and it is an easy meal for 2. And then, of course, we have got our 4-jar canning lids down there. We've got a couple other things that won't fit, and we've got all of our canning salt. I picked up a whole bunch of canning salt on sale, so it's on there. And down at the bottom are just empty jars. All righty. Now, I told you guys that I was going to show you my fridge and stuff, so let's do it. I have not cleaned it. I have not organized it. So it is what it is. We are here keeping it real. And so you can see we have got quite a mess going on. We have lots of leftovers. This is my shelf for my meal prep generally. And so I have got some ribs here, some coleslaw, some chicken and black beans to add into burritos. Normally this up here isn't quite as crazy, but hey, it is what it is. We've got eggs. We've got the other rest of the ribs. Tonight we are going to be using both of these sausages. We have a hot sausage that's going to be cooked up, blah, 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 cooked up and put on our pizza. We're also going to be doing stuffed mushrooms, so we're going to use that maple sausage. We have got our cheese, tortilla, lunch meat drawer there that's full of all kinds of stuff. You guys just saw the 2 things, a hamburger. I just put those right there really quick because I am filming a pizza video too. And then we have got spaghetti and sauce left over, mashed potatoes from last night, olives, our produce. We are going through pretty good. These salad kits are going to get eaten up. Mushrooms that we're going to stuff. And then down here is the new produce that I bought along with some apples and oranges. And I'm sorry that my fridge is a mess, but I'm keeping it real here. So this is our door here, so you can see we love our condiments, we love pickles, we love sauces, we love dressings, and all of the yumminess there. This freezer is a mess as well. So remember I told you guys I had those cranberries to can. There's the cranberries right there. I also have peaches that I want to make peach jelly. We've got all kinds of frozen fruit. And then we have got cheese, and we've got our frozen veggies right here. I absolutely love this. We've got onions, red peppers, bell peppers, carrots. These are tomatoes that are getting ready to go bad. I've got some zucchini back there to bake with. We have celery here. This right here is chicken broth when I have just a little bit left. And of course, a bunch of veggies. On the door, there's really nothing of interest. A little bit of chorizo in there, some adult beverages, and some cold packs. So here is my prepper pantry. We're going to go ahead and start with the fridge and the freezer so you guys can see where we're sitting at. And so here is my freezer, and this is another one of our working freezers more than anything else. And so I'm not going to go through everything with you, but you're going to see some common themes here. These right here are breakfast burritos that I just cooked up. We have got some meat in here that is marinated and ready to eat, already cooked, a lot of it. And so we've got enchilada chicken, we've got pulled pork, and yep, smoked beef and pork in that. So those are for our tacos. Then my hubby doesn't drink decaf all the time, but I accidentally ordered a decaf. So every now and then he has a pot of decaf. So we put this in the freezer so it will last longer. And then here in this freezer, we've got more of our meal prep meals. And you can tell I just grabbed some stuff out of here. We've got taco meat. We've got stew. We have got spaghetti sauce, and I don't have that much spaghetti sauce. That's why I'm making new. We have got just regular old ground beef that is done up. We've got a couple things of veggies that should be in the other drawer, which will get put there. We've got some cookies there from the holidays. And then we also have some, what is this? Oh, this is our maple wild, this is our boar maple sausage that my husband made. And all of this chicken here has already been marinated. So that's kind of the concept of this freezer here. Like I said, these two, I think I threw these in here really quick because I didn't have room in the other freezer, which I now have room. So I'll go ahead and move those on out. And then besides the burritos up here, we do have some fully cooked bacon. We have my yeast there, and we've got some guacamoles. And of course, when you see the guacamoles and the salsa, they always have those stickers on them. And here is our extra fridge. And so we always save pickle juice. So that's pickle juice there. I just bought the cottage cheese, and I bought one of those yogurts. And then that's my son's cheese that he uses for his ramen noodles. And look at all those eggs. So all 5 dozen down there are farm fresh. These 4 right here are what's left of the ones that we had bought from Walmart. We've got some soda, some adult beverages, and we still have plenty of milk because we got that sale last week. On the door here, we've got some Laughing Cow, some feta, some pudding, cream cheese, and we have got the Fairlife. No, this is not sponsored, but I absolutely love these Fairlife protein drinks. This is one way that I am getting my sweet fix with having a fairly healthy drink. And I just bought those crescent rolls, which you guys saw. We've got some bottled water down there, some chamoy, things like that. All right, let's walk through our prepper pantry very quickly. So I just got this big thing of chicken bouillon from Sam's Club, and I already have this shelf below already kind of full, so I put it right up there. Of course, we've got more 4 jars lids. We've got all of our vinegars up here, white vinegar, apple cider vinegar. We have powdered milk up there. This is our shelf-stable milk that we've got here. We've got almond milk, oat milk, and whole milk. We've got some extra beans there. We've got some ramen noodles there, so obviously the ramen will be going up there. And then we have got our tomato shelf. So you guys saw I have another case of tomatoes in there, so it's going to take some finagling. I just picked this up when we went to Sam's Club as well. This is one of those things that I love using for convenience sake. But when you order online, you have to get 2, and I didn't really want 2 in my pantry. So you can see I do have a tiny bit of room for some tomato products there, but not much. And then we've got pasta sauce. Of course, I'm going to use a couple of those today. We've got, we only have 1 jar of Alfredo sauce left. Note to self, get some Alfredo sauce. Then we've got our chicken broth. And then here we have got beef broth behind there. We also have beef base and chicken base here. We've got some clams, and we have all kinds of tuna from the case lot sale. We also have smoked ham here and some chicken and turkey, and there are big cans of chicken behind. And then I got Spam on sale, so we've got Spam to last us for quite a while. And then we've got enough onion soup mix to last us for years as well, because of course I got these 6 boxes, these ones from Sam's Club for $5.98 for 6. We love the instant potatoes. You look right here, these are dated 1/23. We are not worried about that. And we've got pasta and quinoa here. I absolutely love this organic quinoa that I got from Sam's Club. Also back here, I've got some boxes of stuffing. I need to make one of these up for my son because he loves to make sandwiches just with stuffing on them. So maybe I'll get that done for him this next week. And then we've got pasta and more pasta. And that's not all. We've got all kinds of different pasta in here. We've got our suddenly salads, which we love having just for ease sakes. We only buy these when they're on sale. And then we've got our yellow rice, which I absolutely love. We've went through 1.5 of these already. So I think 2 is a great thing for backup. And then we have got mac and cheese. So back here we've got Velveeta shells and cheese. We've got some generics here. We've got a brick of Velveeta. And then we've got our Kraft mac and cheese because we are a mac and cheese family. That is what we are. And then we go down to the next shelf and you're going to see there's some beans, but you're going to notice that it's pretty empty. That's why I've got the black beans, just so you guys know. So we've got all kinds of beans, but black beans are my favorite. And then we've got some different beans, some chilies, and things like that. You can see that it needs to organize a little bit. We've got some beef stew. The SpaghettiOs are going to go in this section right here, so there's plenty of room for those. We keep our bread right here because it's cooler back here than it is in the kitchen. And then we've got canned fruit and things of that nature right through here. We've got pumpkin and pie filling and stuff like that. And then we've got pickles, anything that is pickled, whether it's relish or pickles. We've got our sauerkraut here. We've got this huge thing of jalapeno slices that I just had to buy. And then we have got our canned goods here. And so we mainly eat green beans and corn out of the can. Now, I do like the canned yams, but if you look, I do have a couple other things back here. I've got some creamed corn that's back there. I've got some peas. I've got some potatoes. Those are more for long-term storage. So I will watch those, and if I don't have a recipe that takes them or whatever, I'll watch them, and when they get close to date, then I usually go ahead and figure out a way to use them, and then I just replace them. And then we love canned mushrooms. So we've got an entire row of canned mushrooms. And the case lot cell, one of the things I also put away here was the diced green chilies. And so you can see I didn't do a very good job about putting them facing. That's not normally what I do. But you can see as well that all of these have dates on them. That is what I do for my prepper pantry to make things easier. Then we've got some water chestnuts and sliced and whole water chestnuts. Then we've got our green olives. These are my husband's absolute favorite. You can get them at Sam's Club, but you cannot have them shipped. So my friend, the last time she went, she picked us up, I think 4 jars. So he has one in the fridge. And these are the jalapeno and garlic. And then we also just have a jar of these that need to be used up. We've got some olives here. I normally try to keep a full row, so when they go on sale, we'll get a little bit more. We've got some peanuts for cooking. And then, oh, I should have grabbed some enchilada sauce today. It was on sale. I showed you guys that it was on sale, but I didn't know how much I had. And that's the bad thing. So I only have 4 cans. I only have 4 cans of red, so I probably should have bought some more, but I did not. And then I've got the green salsa as well. And then we've got some soups. Now, we're not huge soup people, so I don't know why I have so many, probably just because it is simple. So I've got these Progresso Lights, and then I've got some cooking soups through here. And that's mainly what I have, is stuff that you can cook with. My family, you know, we do eat tomato soup with grilled cheese. That's probably our favorite one. Cream of mushroom to cook with. So here's our peanut butter stash, and this is low for us, just so you guys know. My guys eat peanut butter like it's going out of style, so we are going to put the name brand peanut butter here and stack it together, put the generics here. We're going to use the generic peanut butter for things such as protein shakes, baking, stuff like that. I still have not tried this Burberry sauce that I got on clearance, but that is on the meal plan. And then we've got some seasoning packets here. We've got some jellies there. We've got soy sauce. We have chocolate syrup. We have honey. We have maple syrup back there. And I'm sorry, that's maple syrup, not soy sauce. And then we've got real maple syrup. There's the soy sauce. And then we have got, my husband's favorite is just the Pace Hot. And then you guys saw that I just bought 2 more jars of this. So that's, I did only have 1. We've got mustards, and we've got barbecue sauces. And we love the Sweet Baby Ray's dipping sauce, this honey mustard. Oh my gosh, it is so delicious. Then we've got our Kraft cheese. We've got our dressings. We're also a ranch family. We've got mayonnaise, Miracle Whip ketchup, and light mayonnaise back there. And then we've got more sauces and such here. Down here we have the onions that I'm working through. You can see a couple of those are sprouting, so I need to take care of those. And then I've got flour here. I've got sugar here and rice. I also have a few more beans stashed. And then we go ahead and rotate around. And so up above the door, and I have not painted this shelf yet. I was waiting for these additional shelves, which you guys are going to see. They are not organized yet. So we have got plenty of oatmeal here. We've got my husband's coffee storage there. He probably needs 2 more. And then I asked my hubby to build these 3 little shelves right here for me, for my spices. And like I said, they're not organized. I did just get some of the tape that I can just put on the side of these to finish them off. But you can see that this is scrap lumber that my husband used. This right here came from the leftovers that were used for the canning shelf. So I'm going to paint all of this white, except for this right here, which is my children's measurements. So that is brand new. You guys have never seen those shelves right there, but it was a no-brainer to use that. We have since moved our garbage can in here to the pantry, and we are loving it. So let's talk about what we've got up on the top shelf. We have plenty of cereal. It seems like we're going in a lull of cereal where people aren't eating it as much. So you'll notice we do have some cereals that are going to expire this month and next month. We find that cereal is absolutely fine. The ones that I worry about are the ones that have nuts and stuff in them, but I don't even think we have any of those up there right now. besides the peanut butter stuff. And then we've got oatmeal, and we have a lot of oatmeal up there. And I also have some Kodiak oatmeal that I got on sale. This right up here is full of chips. Let's see. So there's chips in there, so you guys can see that. We'll roll on down to here. This is a baking shelf, and it is a hot mess. So you guys can see it has everything from hot cocoa, pumpkin pie spice, and bay leaves up there. And again, baking shelf right here also. And so I am using my baking flour today, or my bread flour, so I'm going to be able to put the rest of that into the container. And just lots of things in there. And so yeah, we've got stuff kind of shoved in places. Like this is a brine right here. This normally wouldn't be right here, but it's where I could find space for it. This is a baking shelf where we've got cake mixes and brownie mixes, and back there cornbread mixes, sweetened condensed milk. That's not full, so you guys can see there's the brownies. And yes, those are outdated. They're going to be just fine. Molasses. I am going to start making my own brown sugar. I keep talking about it, but that's what I'm going to do. This basket right here is a baking basket. So you're going to see lots of things that you would put in baking things. You'll notice that I've got sugar substitutes plus, you know, like you see powdered sugar right there. So that is what that is. And then this is a pasta basket right here. So it is full of all kinds of different pastas. And then we get down to the snack section. So we've got chips, we've got Gardettos, we've got candy here, we've got pudding, we've got popcorn, we've got nuts and licorice and jerky. So that is what this section is here, and it feels pretty messy to me, but it's okay. And this shelf down here, we have used quite a bit of the stuff off of this shelf. This is basically just a breakfast shelf, but we've got Bisquick pancake mix, and that gluten-free pumpkin pancake mix that my friend Chris from Chris Budgets got for me is delicious. And then we've got some crackers and a few more snack items here. I started getting my just my regular crackers such as Club, Ritz, and Saltines from Sam's, and it makes it so nice. Down under here, we're pretty empty for my prepper pantry. We've got a little bit of water, and we've got one Pepsi Zero under there. Cat food, dog food, just so you guys know. And then the prepper pantry over here, this is all of our paper type products, light bulbs, things like that. I am running low on Ziploc bags, and so I have those in my cart, but I wait until they go on sale with Sam's Club. All of my laundry stuff down through here, and you know, my food saver bags. These are my timers for my garden and Scentsy stuff, and then my husband's tools. And so he has actually been working very hard on organizing this stuff here, so you can see all of the batteries and stuff like that down through there. He just got a couple new things of batteries. Up here is where we keep paper towels and some toilet paper. And then let's go into the garage. So my husband is still organizing the garage. I am not going to show you everything in our garage because I don't believe you guys need to see it all. But I will show you, this is the brand new shelf that we got from Sam's Club. And so it's a great shelf, goes all the way, you know, up tall. And so these are for the smoker, of course. We picked those up at Sam's Club. And I wanted to let you guys know, when I tell you guys that I stockpile for my pets as well. So we have got the dog food there. We've got cat food there. We've got cat litter there. So we do stock that as well. And then we have got the 2 freezers. And my husband is working out here. So if you see a dirty floor or something like that, just don't worry about it. All right. So we have got mainly, you know, sausages, hot dogs, stuff like that in the door right here. You can see we ain't running out anytime soon. And then bread right here, we've got 6 loaves, which is about what I like to keep. And then we have got these Everything Thomas English muffins. These are what we're going to be doing for that breakfast I told you guys about. And on my list this week was cheese if it was on sale, because we only have 4 big bags of cheese. That is not a lot for us. And then of course we've got taco cheese back there. We've got mozzarella, and then we also have some Swiss and some Parmesan. And then we've got our butter. So our butter is short by about 5 pounds of butter. So we keep our butter there. And then down here we've got tortillas, and we've got lots of different flavors of tortillas. These are my lower carb tortillas. And then we've just got tortillas that everybody uses. And here is that bacon, you guys. How many of you guys saw my grocery haul? This wasn't actually $1.75. It was 75 cents. So I have 11 pounds of bacon in here. Maybe I only have 10. I think we cooked one. And then we've got some frozen potatoes. Back there is my freezer jellies. We've got strawberry and we've got raspberry. And we've got a meal right back here that we need to eat. We've got some fish fillets and some Ore-Ida onion rings. And then, of course, we've got our Cool Whip, our whipped topping. And then let's talk about all of this meat down here. Now, this is looking better, you guys. This is looking better. This used to be stocked all the way up. So this basket right here is kind of just a hodgepodge. So we've got pork in here. We've got some ground turkey in here. And that's all burgers back there. And there's a couple extra things of ground beef. We've got chicken here. And then this right here is all burger and steaks. So this is all beef. One thing I do want to note to you guys right here. So you see this says burger 124.23. Use quickly, 1 pound. This right here is when I get discounted beef. And it says user freeze same day. I let myself know so when I pull it out. And so that is why I only got a couple pounds of beef. Down here is pork, and we are working our way through the pork. Oh, but this thing is jam-packed full. We've got sausage in there. We've got pork chops in here, and lots of different things in here. We've got pork steaks, pork roasts, and that thing is full. And then we've got chicken, and this is just chicken breast, and it is all the way full, and it goes all the way back to the freezer. So that is the way that I like to keep the meat. Now, I already opened the other freezer to make it easier for us right here. This is my disaster of a freezer here. So let's talk about what we have in here. This is also a good reminder for myself. And so we have got moose. So this is from my husband's moose this year. I forgot these corn dogs were out here, and I bet the guys don't know they're out here, or they probably would have already eaten them. So we've got some moose in here. We've got some bison. We've got some pork in here. This is from the wild boar that my husband shot. And he got a moose this year as well. And so those corn dogs. And then this is just hamburger buns, the pretzel buns that we have. And what else do we have in here? Oh, we've got turkeys and we've got steaks. Let's see. Let's move this around a little bit so you guys can see. These chicken thighs are teriyaki chicken thighs. Those need to go in the other freezer now that I have room. Oh my goodness. So look at, we've got avocados. So turkeys, it looks like we have 3 turkeys in here right now. And I also like to store my nuts in here. Yep, 3 turkeys. Oh, there's a big pork roast down there that my hubby could smoke up. And then, so we've got almonds and walnuts. Hopefully you guys can hear me. And pecans. I knew there was another thing of ice cream. I told those guys there was more ice cream out here. We've got pumpkin pie. Now, this probably should have been wrapped up, but it didn't get wrapped up. We have the dinner rolls, and down at the very bottom down there, that is more deer meat. And then, look at that. I knew we had another thing of ice cream, and they told me no, we didn't. So, this is why we try to keep our freezers organized. All right, let's move. And so the bags, all of this bags is moose. It's different things. So there are like 5 different bags down here. Let's see. Oh, and we have avocados, you guys. This worked out amazing. Let me tell you guys really quick about this. I got these avocados for 3 for $1, and they're not really big. So you pull one out, you let it thaw, makes amazing guacamole. Super. It's so what I read people recommend is that you wrap each avocado in saran wrap and then you put it into a Ziploc bag. And so we've got a couple bags. And so we have been going through those. Those work perfectly. Let's see. Oh, we got more deer down there. So in here, yeah, so look at this. This is moose right here. And this is a jalapeno cheese sausage. It's absolutely yummy. So we've got jerky, we've got stuff like that. These are steaks that my son brought home. So they are, it looks like little ribeye steaks. He got those as a gift, so we probably need to get some of those eaten up too. And those are part of the reason why everything's all messed up. What do we got down there? Moose. All right, and then over here, I obviously just piled some stuff, but my extra veggies that I end up with that don't fit in the other freezer, I keep out here. So we've got more onions and peppers. And of course, you saw the avocados are out here. And then over here, our friend brought us some elk. So we've got elk in the freezer now too. So we've got some hamburger and some steaks. This is cube round steaks and yumminess. And we've also got from our moose, we've got some country style sausage. And then we have some pepperoni in here because this is where I like to keep stuff like this. So pepperoni, I got these for $1.50 a package. And you guys, I think that's it. We still have an apple pie in there that I got on clearance that we were supposed to make milkshakes out of, and we never did. But we will. And that's kind of the idea behind the pumpkin pie too, was to make shakes out of it. So I feel a little bit better about this freezer now that I've kind of looked through it and taken you guys along with me. Is it organized? Heck no. Does it need a lot of work? Yes, it does. One thing I forgot to show you guys, don't mind the laundry baskets there, is here is more of the baking flour. So I've got baking flour and I believe I've got sugar. Let's take a look. Baking flour, baking flour, baking flour. Ooh, they're dirty on top, you guys. And sugar, 25 pounds of sugar down there. This is why the girl needs to be making pizza crust and stuff. Well, that's it today. I know it was a tiny little grocery haul, but can you see how I can do such a small grocery haul and still feed my family and nobody starve to death? Thanks for joining me today. And again, thank you guys for watching the collab, and make sure you go check out that collab playlist down below. I'm going to get back to making pizza for the first time from scratch. And I am filming it. So hopefully you guys will see that, within the next 3 or 4 days. Remember, you guys, until I see you next time, to keep on smiling. Bye, everybody.